Okay, so as you might imagine, I'm going to start this by creating a React app. So right now we're going to learn about state. So create React app state example. Yeah, that. And after this, you're going to be doing this thing called iron contacts. So just keep this in mind while we're doing this, so you can think of like how this is similar to this. In iron contacts, what you're going to do is you're going to get a JSON file, and we're going to import the JSON file in app.js, and then we're going to loop through it. We're going to hold onto the contents of it in our state. We're going to print all these things on the page. So in the JSON file, you got an image. It's a string. It's like a link to an image, and then a name and a number. And we're going to display these people. But we're actually not going to display all of them. We're going to display what? The first 5 contacts. We're going to display the first 5 contacts. Then we want a button to click that it's going to go look in that JSON file and add a new random contact to the list. So you click it, and then it adds, if Sylvester Stallone is so lucky, he gets added. Then we want buttons to sort by name and then sort by popularity. And then we want another button to delete them. And yeah, that's it. So just keep that in mind while we're doing this. And maybe it's finished. Nope, still not finished. Okay. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So what I'm going to do for this one is my favorite example, which is my favorite thing to do, is lists of animals. Let's do lists of animals. We're going to make a list of animals, and we're going to add animals to the list. We're going to remove them from the list, and we're going to, what else? Sort, I guess we'll sort them too. Okay. So, I need to open this. So first thing I do always go in app.js and get rid of all that default stuff. Gone. Okay, and so what I want to do is I'm just gonna have like a little h2 here, so I have something to look at. Welcome. Okay, and then I want to have a component, a list of animals component. So I'm gonna make a components folder. Components in here. Of the what? Of this font? Of the window? Like that. In here, new file called animal list.js. Sorry? We're gonna be doing state. I mean, we're still gonna probably use props, maybe, but. So, here, render this, return, div, this is animal list. and let's get that showing up in app.js. Okay. And then in here, I'm going to just render this animal list, and let's watch it show up. Okay, cool. There it is. Now I'm going to create a JSON file with a couple animals. Not that I need to, but since we're going to also do that in the lab that you're about to do, it's better if we do it that way. So in source, straight in the source, because it's not a component, so I'm not going to put it in the components folder. Bunch of animals.json. And in here, we'll put an array, name, hippopotamus. Oh, I forgot. These have to be like that. And they have to be double quotes, I think. Not in JavaScript, but this isn't JavaScript. This is JSON. Oh, I meant to put weight too. Oops. Weight 4,000 pounds. Sorry? Oh. Yeah. Okay. And so this will be dog. This will be 60. This will be human. This will be 160. This will be spider. This will be 1 ounce. I don't know. And the spider probably doesn't weigh an ounce. Less than an ounce. How about okay, I guess. Pigs, I think pigs get pretty big. I think that's not even a big pig. What? $710 to $790. $550 for, yeah. I'm not talking about a, all right, you're talking about one of these? All right, all right. Domestic pig. It's not showing me. Here, wait. Between up to 770. Okay, I'm leaving 600. I feel validated. See, you know, people when they buy those little pigs, they don't realize.
No, they don't grow bigger.
Yeah, pygmy ones don't grow, but the pygmy ones still get really, the teacup ones, they still get like 300 pounds. Yeah, or like maybe 200 pounds. Anyway, let's do a capybara. That's like I don't know, like a 100-pound animal, I think. I really don't know. Let's see. You don't call it a huge rat. They're cool. How much does a capybara weigh? 100 up to 150. It's like a giant guinea pig, is what it is. Look, no. Look. See, they're nice. Look, there's nothing to be afraid of with the capybara. They're fine animals. Look. Adorable capybara in the pool. Are you kidding me? We're gonna watch this ad real quick. Look at this thing. You kidding me? That's not terrible. That's okay. Is it horrifying? Is it a huge rat? Okay, anyway. That didn't really help my cause. Anyway, that's not the point. We got animals. The point is they're objects, they have name and weight, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the list of animals in here. So I'm going to go import, and you're going to see later in a later lesson how we're going to change this. But for now, we're going to go import animals from dot slash, what did I call it? Buncha. Now I got to look. Buncha animals.json. Okay, and then in here, what I'm going to do is have a constructor, and since I'm making a constructor, by making this constructor, I've now destroyed React Components constructor, right? So if I do this, just like that, well, actually, I don't think everything will break yet. Actually, yeah, the whole app will blow up. And the reason for that is because, remember, animal list extends this class. So that means that it inherits all of its methods. So if there's a constructor, which they all have, obviously, then it's going to inherit it. So if I do this, that means I don't want this constructor. I want my own constructor. My constructor does what? Does nothing. And everything breaks. So that's why we go props here, and we go super props. So that at least it still does the normal thing. It says first do the normal thing that you usually do, and then do whatever else that I'm going to say right now. And what I'm going to say is this.state equals, I'll call it list animals. So you can see it changed names 3 times. So you can see how I renamed it each time. It was called bunch of animals.json, but I imported a thing called animals from there. So now it's called animals. And now in the state, I call it list. So now it's going to be this.state.list. So let's look real quick in our React DevTools. Take a look at that animal list, and we see state. State.list is an array, and it has a bunch of objects in it, and they each have a name and a weight. And they're super accurate weights on all the animals, except spider. I didn't look up spider, but I'm fairly confident it weighs less than an ounce. That's true. There are giant spiders that weigh like a pound. Oh my god, that's terrifying. We're not in Australia though, so come on. Sorry? Oh, you have to have the React DevTools. You click this, you click components, and then you find the component that you want to have to look at, and then it's over here. There's a section for props and a section for state.
You have every component you create there?
Every component that's on the page right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what? What did you say? What did you say? What's the what? Oh, the other one? Instead of components, you mean? I don't know. No idea. Never used it. We could Google it after this. Anyway, I got this list of animals. So what I want to do is I want to animals. I'm going to make myself a function because that's what I do, because I don't like cluttering up my render function. Think of your render as your view, right? Do as little logic in there as possible. Once you have a big complicated project and you're 3 weeks into it and you haven't slept in 7 days, and yeah, then you're gonna regret having a render function that's 4 pages long that you have to search through to find where the thing's coming from. So this is always gonna work better. So I'm gonna call this function show animals. And here I'm gonna say please return this.state.list.map each animal. And what I would like you to map each animal into and turn it into is I would like you to turn it into a div. And in the div, we'll have a little h4, and the h4 will say, sorry, don't call it. Yeah, because this is a, oh no, I don't. Thanks. Each animal dot name, and then underneath that we'll have a p tag that says weight, and then each animal dot weight, and then I will call that function here. This dot show animals. There they are. Beautiful. Just so that we can see where each one ends more easily, I'm just going to throw style right here and say border 1 pixel solid black. And border radius 4 pixels. Oh, I forgot, it's camel case in React. There we go. And let's also make a skinnier width 45%. And a margin of 10 pixels. I'm wishing I did this in CSS now. And a little bit of padding. Padding 5 pixels. All right. That's really it. That's all we're going to do. Okay. So, now what I want to do is, what should be the first thing? Adding or deleting them? Adding. Okay, let's add. That's more work, but okay, fine. Let's get rid of app.js because we need to type stuff in, so I need a form. So it's not that much work. Make a form. So here we're going to have a form. Form. And in the form, we'll have an input, and don't forget the closing tag on that input. And we'll have a little, I think people a lot of the time use this thing called legend for label because it's a block element, so it puts the label under, like, one on top instead of next to each other. Name. Wait. Okay, let's see what that looks like. There it is. I spelled weight wrong. There we go. Okay. Not beautiful, but that's okay. So I want to click it and, you know, have it add. So this is how you do stuff. This is the first time that we're like making a thing happen in React where we click a thing and a thing actually happens. So it's all with event firing functions, event-driven functions inside of this JSX template. So what I do is this form, I go on submit equals this dot add the animal. Add the animal. I know I don't have that function yet, and I'm going to make that function right here. Add the animal equals function. And the animal, it's working hard. It's working hard. It's probably that screen recording. Okay, so wow, it's actually really hot. I'm gonna shut that down actually for a second.